Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka. Give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And he's across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So Florida State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now, and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that.
He's got it on the right. Off he goes. Touchdown Seminoles. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Panthers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When you have a weapon like this on the outside, and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy. He's going to make it interesting, though.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends just so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
On that third down, trying to get after this quarterback, and obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking to throw on second down. Makes the grab. It's Jefferson. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
He works his way all the way down to his reeling. To go to the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, first down. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Hit right back to the line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Back to throw, it's Agnew. Makes the grab on the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Back to the air one more time. He finds his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll do it himself. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Agnew. Getting some heat. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Panthers! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, no! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Red pass, it's complete. At the 45 on its way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Using the quick game. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Panthers want to crank the tempo.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. A first down run in the red zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And counterplay is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, two guys pull across the floor.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, they go back to the option play, and now this is the second time, Paul, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going
running toward the tape. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense. A big part.
And it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Seminoles. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Ohio State is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Buckeyes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Agnew. Throwing right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to move it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to...
What a snag by the defense. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. Wide out in motion. He's going to pass on second down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Quarterback will audible. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the right. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, no! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. From the gun, running back on the move. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. To throw, it's Agnew. Fires left. Pulls it in. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll return it. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And the Panthers are in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun on third down. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Shoved back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Makes the catch and knocked down. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the 1st. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to run for it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They've been running it, but now the pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The give to the back. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides to the back. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Pitt pushing the pace. Looking to throw, it's Agnew. Fires into the end zone. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His 1st interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw. He wants to go deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
A little release to the back. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Motion from the offense. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Touchdown, Florida State. And the pummeling has started. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
A first down for the offense. Makes the quick grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. First down to start the drive after the break. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Dropping back, it's Agnew. Quickly to the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He'll pull it down and run. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Now adjusting. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. He'll start this drive firing. Fires it down the seam. Touchdown Seminoles! And the route is on. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers. They scored on gadget plays. All-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Orlando a ton of confidence. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to pass. It's Agnew. Finds a tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them. They're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that is shooting.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
You know, nowadays so many people go for it on fourth down, so maybe it causes people to be more aggressive on third down. You ain't going for it now. Third and long, and I bring the blitz and I get home. No fourth down for you.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the double.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Unloads it downfield. Picked off. Looking for more room. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive line.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. He tries to take the top off. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the